What's up my little unicorns, new and old? It's West Indie Ray back again with another video. So my last video was about head wraps and I discussed where I get my head wraps from. I got this one right here for about $5. Super cheap. If you go ahead and click the last video, which I will link right up here as well as down in the description box below, you will see my secret, which is not really a secret because I want to share it with you guys about where I get my head wraps from. A lot of times we look online and they're like $40 for a single head wrap, $35, 20 something dollars. But these I get for like $5 and super easy to find. So go ahead and click the link right up there or in the description box below to see where I get them from. But in that video, I asked you guys if you guys want to come along with me on my lock journey. For those of you who did see that video or clicked this video with the title that I'm sure I'll place the word locks in, you will know that I am starting a lock journey. With me starting my locks, this makes a total of 9 women in my family to have locks. No males in my family have locks, just the women, and the majority of us, like probably like 9 out of 15, and that includes one baby who's like 4 years old. We have other small children like the grands and the great grands and stuff like that who do not have locks, but my niece did tell me the other day that she wants them. This is something that's very beautiful to me and very close to my heart. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the spirituality of locks as well as show you how my process is going so far. I'm only about 2 weeks in. I started October 1st and I wanted to, at the end of this video, unveil my hair and show you guys kind of what's going on underneath the head wrap. Now I'm wearing the head wrap for 2 main reasons. The first reason is just because I love head wraps and I think that they are beautiful. And the second reason is because I'm kind of playing with my spirituality when it comes to my hair. A lot of faiths do cover their heads in order to, you know, preserve the sacredness of the hair or preserve their energy and things of that nature. There are also other faiths and ideologies that believe that you hold your power in your hair, and once the hair is cut off, one would be stripped of their power. This is discussed in the Bible as well as so many other different spiritual traditions and things of that nature. I also read something where they said that they would cut the hair of slaves in order to kind of push them into submission as well. So it just makes you think, on the flip side of that, how powerful is hair? So on this channel, I'm always stressing looking at things from a holistic perspective, which is the whole. We're not just talking about the hair on our head. I saw a meme the other day that said, pay attention to how your nervous system reacts to people, okay? So when you are in a situation to where there's some type of weird vibe or somebody makes you feel away, or your hairs stand up on your arms or on the back of your neck or something like that, that is a clear indication that your intuition is telling you that something is not right. So with all that in mind, your hair is a very spiritual part of you. You know, we always say that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Therefore, and I add this part on at the end all the time, therefore everything that we do is spiritual. So when you're going through a breakup or a life change or something drastic happened in your life and you have the desire to chop off all your hair, or you have the desire to color your hair or to lock it up or to just do a different style, you need a change in your life. You wonder why you do these things when it comes to great change or needing stability or wanting to start over and have a new beginning, right? You wonder why you do these things. And then when you look back to being spiritual beings who are just having a human experience and everything that we do being spiritual, it makes a lot of sense to why people say that the hair is so sacred and the hair is so important when it comes to our spirituality. And then you look at Genghis Khan, where when he conquered China, he made all of the women there cut their hair into bangs, which was said to be a way for him to inhibit the development of the pineal gland, which is, as we know, the physical component of the third eye chakra, okay? So all this goes back to intuition and just knowing. There's also other information that suggests that black hair is comparable to gamma rays in the way that it loops and curls and coils and goes up and down and left and right and things like that. So, you know, with black people, to me, it's just very obvious why they would stress us to straighten our hair back in the day. Why they would tell us this is not culturally acceptable. Because we always look at ourselves trying to level the playing field when it comes to give us more money, give us this, give us that, give us more freedom and more rights. But not knowing that the whole time, I believe that they're trying to level the playing field by making us conform to what they don't have a choice in. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have a choice when it comes to their hair being straight and ours being curly, making us extremely connected to our surroundings, to the earth, to our ancestors and things of that nature. So why not, if I can't be like that, pressure them to really strip themselves of their superpower? So now I'm getting into what actually made me want to lock my own hair. I just want to be very clear in saying that this is a very intentional journey that I'm going on. I believe that every journey that I've ever been on has started far before I was conscious of it, but this time I want to be really intentional. A lot of people start their locks because of the style, because of the trend and things like that, and regardless of what your reasoning is, I'm proud of you, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that you're doing this, because hopefully you will get some type of other spiritual benefit even without being intentional about it, you know what I'm saying? So like, if you do it just for the looks and you end up being more grounded and more connected, as long as you get that connectivity out of it, I'm happy for you, right? So the reason why I decided to start locks, there's a plethora of reasons actually, but the first one is definitely for the spiritual benefits. Just being natural and not having to put all these chemicals on your hair, or not feeling the need to put all these chemicals on your hair, not having to spend all this money. A lot of times we seek our confidence and stuff in the things that we are able to do to make ourselves feel better about ourselves. But I feel like with locks and the whole journey with that, it'll kind of help me with my confidence in being exactly who I am. And this is, you know, an extension of my divine feminine power, okay? I also wanted to make a statement and be intentional about my desires for my locks, so that as they grow, I reap those benefits. So what I did is, when I started my locks, I gave myself a little bit of time and waited till I was able to be in my own space by my altar, and I just set all my candles up the way that I wanted them to be. I burned a little sage, which is something that I'm probably not going to purchase anymore because of the over farming of it. What I have right now, I do want to use it and honor the communities that have been impacted by this, by not letting it go to waste after, you know, purchasing. So I burned my sage and I wrote out in my manifestation book, the same one that you guys always see with the constellations on it. I wrote out in my manifestation book all the things that I want to come into my life with the growth of my locks. And I was very intentional about, you know, putting the energy that I want to receive in my life into my locks through use of oils. And you guys know, recently, which I'll link right up here as well in the description box below, I made a video about synchronicities and seeing repeated numbers. And by far, since I started my lock journey, I've been seeing so many more repeated numbers. Most notably the numbers that relate to manifestation and being on the right path and individuality, as well as independence and relationships and things like that as well, which is funny because those things have all been set in my intentions with my locks. So I took some time, I wrote in my manifestation journal and just really journaled out everything that I want to see. And I also made an oil called Love Potion number 9. It does have some essential oils that are good for attracting love, such as jasmine. Second reason is because through all this stuff with my mom, I've really felt a sense of oneness with my family, and I've really felt a sense of, you know, just love and camaraderie in a way that I have never ever experienced before. These past few months have taught me more than I've known in this lifetime, you know what I'm saying? So it was a very important thing for me to lock my hair with my sister and with my cousins and my aunts and my mother, who is going to be starting her locks soon, and my grandma. And it was just really important for me to, you know, do it as a sense of solidarity with these people who I love so much and who have supported me through this whole journey. Even with my mother supporting me so much when she's the one who's going through some tough stuff right now. Like, having that sense of like, we're all in this together, I think was expressed through my decision to start locks. And if you are watching this and you are my family and you know exactly where I'm coming from, and you know that I love you so much, and I just wanted to do this also as a way to say, like, this is my tribe, you know what I'm saying? This is my tribe, and this is who I roll with, because I would be nothing without these people. That brings me to my next point, which is my culture and my cultural history, okay? If you guys don't know, West Indie Ray definitely means that I'm West Indian and I am a Jamaican woman, okay? So with my heritage being so deeply rooted, and I mean that in every sense of the word, I want to kind of also pay homage to my ancestors and to the people before me and around me who do celebrate my culture and my blackness. So culturally, you know, it's something that I've always kind of wanted to do. It's something that I've always respected and that I love my people for. And, you know, just the rebellious spirit that comes from having locks is something that I want to express every day in my real life. Now, of course, with all the spiritual things, I wanted to start my lock journey because I think that locks are beautiful. I think that it's really nice to have something that's completely 100% you and, you know, undeniable. Like, you can't just look at me and be like, oh, the reason why she's pretty is because she has XYZ hair in her head, or the reason why is because, you know, what gel did you use, or anything like that. No, I'm beautiful and this is naturally who I am. I am naturally beautiful and it is what it is, okay? And I wanted to go through all of the journey with that mindset. So a lot of people, when they start their locks and things like that, you know, the whole budding process, they think like, oh, I'm going through an ugly stage, this, that, and the third. I don't believe in an ugly stage. I'm not gonna have an ugly stage, okay? I embrace myself in all forms, okay? A lot of people, it's easy to feel beautiful when you are beating your face every day and you're getting your hair slicked back and pressed and things like that, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I really wanted to go through this learning process with myself, getting to know myself for who I am, and find beauty in myself in that way. So definitely, because of the aesthetics of it all, I love the way that locks look, and I love the journey that it forces you to go through. Another thing about it too is that I was just thinking, you know, if I didn't do anything to my hair would be in locks anyway. If I cut off my hair, it's gonna grow back anyway. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to fight what my body is trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, my body decided that for me, the person that I am in this world that I live in the amount of protection that I need, the amount of intuition that I need, and how connected I need to be, my hair must grow, so it keeps growing. You know what I'm saying? My hair must lock, so if I leave it alone and don't do too much to it, it will lock. And I just didn't want to be in a situation to where I'm continuously detangling it from what it is meant to do. I just want my physical to do what it needs to do in order to get me where I need to be spiritually and mentally and emotionally and all that stuff. So just leaving myself be, especially for the majority of the time, because I will be doing retwists and stuff like that to look fresh and to look cute and all that. But for the most part, I will be leaving my hair the heck alone, and I wanted to, you know, at least give myself that much respect. But now I want to take this off and kind of tell you how I'm going about my process. So my hair is long enough, you guys, to go into a ponytail. So I put it in a ponytail first, and then I put my head wrap on. My hair is actually pretty long when it comes to, you know, the standard of beauty. Like, if I were to straighten my hair and it'd be this long, a lot of people would say that's long, but it has shrunk up quite a bit, which I thought in the beginning that I would care about, but I actually don't mind. Right now it looks a little bit more shrinky because it was up. So I don't know if you guys could see, this part actually goes up and then it comes down because I had it up in a ponytail for like a minute. So basically, this is what my hair looks like. It's still very shiny. My only regret is that these ones over here in the front, I just wish that I would have plaited them at the root and then twisted them, because that way I feel like I would not have so much loose hair here. If you guys can see that, all of that is loose, and I'm not gonna do anything to it until the retwist stage, okay? So a reason why I'm not gonna do anything to it is because last night I had the urge to take that twist out and then plait it at the root and then twist it, and that's just for the crown of my head. But then I realized that my hair was tangled, so I would have had to then comb it out and then do the plait and the retwist, and I was like, that's kind of counterproductive because I want my hair to lock. Like, the whole point is for it to lock. So any bit of tangle that I have, I want to keep that there. I don't want to set myself back. And then when I did my lock ritual, I came to peace with the fact that however my locks come out, that's how my locks are going to come out. I'm not going to sit here and be obsessed with other people's hair. I respect and I love my individuality and my complexity. Why would I then go and try to emulate somebody else? So there's my lock video. I will be posting other lock update videos and just about my lock journey and taking a lot of pictures through the process so you guys can see what I'm going through and how I'm handling things and things of that nature. I hope you guys really liked this video. I hope it was beneficial to you, and if you have anything beneficial to say in the comment section about maybe the history of hair or the history of locks or locks and spirituality and things like that, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow all my social media accounts right down there. Also, make sure you shop Indigo 9 jewelry, because I would be happy to adorn you with some healing crystal jewelry or some waist beads, and I will see you in the next video.